The white is very important. Kind of add some light in this dark green, you know. I'm trying to use sometimes different move with the brush. You know, this kind of things, just to understand that the brush actually command everything. You know, it's playing with it has an impact on the color you are putting on the painting. It creates a kind of reflection. It creates a kind of double things. It doubles the move, you know. So the problem for the moment for me, according to me, that this painting is too separated. Everything is separated. There is no kind of coherence, and there is no kind of unification. I need to push on this way, absolutely. So it's definitely what I'm gonna focus on. It's always like that at the beginning. You don't really know what. And the challenge is to find the solution of the painting, actually, because the painting is always a problem. There is a problem to solve, and we have to find the solution. Sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't find it straight away, and you need more inspiration, you need other days and steps. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you find the solution, and you come back to it, you know. Sometimes you need years to find the solution, and you come back to it after years. Okay, I think some white here. I like lines. I like making lines like very sharp on the painting usually, because I think it's kind of showing the speed of a movement. Yeah, it emphasizes a kind of speed, and we show the movement, because it's very important for me that there's a lot of movement on the painting, and we can shift direction, or we can see many directions, but we need to have a lot of dynamism and movement, and it's very important for me. It's very, you know, it's very surprising. You just change a tool, instead of working with that and with that, like I do usually. I work a lot with this kind of tools. I'm just starting with using more the brush and play a bit with the smoothness of the brush, you know. And it changes all the dynamism of the painting. It has changed all the organization, and you know, just one tool or two change everything on the rhythm. So there is a bit. I like to leave a bit of white on the painting. I don't want everything to be covered, because I think it's the white has a lot of power as well. Creates a kind of transparency. We can feel that there is a kind of other worlds behind the colors, and there is a kind of deepness behind all the visible colors, you know. That's the point with art and with painting. I like grids usually. I like making grids on paintings like that, vertical, horizontal. I think it's interesting. I wanted to have the freedom to add different kind of colors inside, you know, and see, because finally when you remove the masking tape, there are some shapes that are created. You see some shape with the white, you know, it's kind of part of the painting, so you have the choice between letting them this way and just let them alive and live this way with kind of bright white colors, or you can just create things inside and just adding colors and things like this. I don't know yet for the moment. I think it's adding a bit of light. I like yellow. For me it's unavoidable to use yellow because yellow is adding power, is adding light on a painting, you know. For me, I need to put yellow anywhere, whatever happens. I'm not a big fan of spray. I think it's cool, but I prefer proper paints. But let's see. I like using as well a bit of Sprite, the tube on it. I think it gives you more control and you feel what you're gonna put on the canvas directly, because yeah, it's better, it's good like that as well. You have totally more control of everything. Just horizon, so amazing actually. It's very different. There was since a long time I wanted to try to use more the brush for the abstract painting, and I just yeah, I tried today, and I mean it's different world now, and I think I will definitely keep going painting this way, and still I could have been disappointed and say, oh, it's not it doesn't correspond to me, etc. But finally, yeah, it's interesting because one of the steps of when you're doing a painting is to try to think about what it makes you think about, you know. And here, when you look at it, when I look at it, I feel I see a lot of green, you know, and green is a color that you see a lot in real life, you know, like in forest and nature. So it's automatically in the brain make you think to a forest, you know. But after that, it's very personal. I'm sure like a lot of people will say, okay, it makes me think to something else, and that's why it's very important for me. The painting has to express something precise, you know, but it has to stay open to the interpretation of people who are looking at the painting, because I want them to use their imagination and say, okay, to be open, not to be closed in the interpretation, just say maybe it can be anything, you know, but even if I have something me in the mind when I do it, or when it happens, when I'm making it at the end, I know what for me it represents, but for them it can be anything meaningful that can be meaningful for them, you know. So now I'm trying to use this tool, the roller, you know, it's good because it creates a kind of transparency when you do it. You can, it's going above it, but it doesn't actually cancel the effect that is below, you know. So you can kind of print effect. It's kind of, just do it a bit, not too much. You know, kind of rolling style, but I like the fact that it's a bit transparent. It's a bit, it's not covering everything, it's just above it. But I try to be careful because I don't want it to take the other colors with it. I want to stick in the same color, that like yellow. Keep the yellow energy. It's very important actually to have this moment of step back when you're doing a painting, because you need your mind to think, okay, to close your eyes a bit, you look at something else, you know, and then you go back to it, and then because it makes you see different things, and then to have a better synthesis and comprehension of what you're doing. And sometimes you have new idea or new like inspiration, and it's very important to have this kind of moments. Now I go back to the brush. I try not to mix with other colors. I try to stay yellow, you know. It's called turquoise. It's turquoise color. Just to add a bit of kind of green spirit. Green in the painting is very important because it makes you breathe. It makes breathe. I think the green is powerful color because it makes you a bit of a breathing and you feel the air. I don't know. For me, it has this effect, but. What is different from usually is that I use a lot of brush, you know, so that's why I go on a bit with the brush just to keep this feeling. I don't want to like lose the effect of the brush because for me it's like the new thing of this painting, you know, that I'm just getting more comfortable with the brush here. So I just keep going, and also I continue to use like colors like green and purple just because it's new colors for me, so colors that I don't use a lot. just adding a bit of cadmium yellow as well, because cadmium is yellow. I didn't put a lot of this color on it, so. Yeah, actually I'm gonna work now around the boundaries, and so as you can see here there is like a lot of green, and there's kind of boundaries here that limits the expansion of the green below, and I would like to mark it. I would like to highlight this with some red, because red is a complementary of the green, and I would like, that's why I'm trying to actually around the end of the green by the complementary of the green, so by the red. So it's what I've done already, and now I'm gonna do it in other places, you know, like here, to highlight the contrast. And the only way to highlight them are to add differences and nuances and different rhythm. It doesn't have to be the same every time. Boundaries here. The boundaries. No, I'm just trying to step back and say, okay, what does it make me feel? Not everyone, just me. I don't know, maybe.
What does it make you feel?
Maybe kind of rain, vertical rain, horizontal rain. As if there was like a kind of lines, a kind of how to explain? As if you see a landscape through a window, you know, a lot of. You're behind the window with the lines here in this way, and you see the landscape from that, you know, this kind of things. I went inside a new world, a new universe of colors. It's one of the first time I put together complementary colors on the same canvas. And the minority are pure color. This time the minority is pure colors like yellow and red. The minority usually is the majority of my painting, so it's a bit kind of a new risk that I've taken. But I'm happy I took this risk because I wanted actually to see where I would go, you know. Because even if I was going nowhere, it's okay. I'm just learning something, even if you're not happy with what happened. In this one, I think a lot of things happen in my mind, and I just hope that people are gonna travel a bit. It has to be a travel, you know. It has to, you know, people has to go from there to there. I think it's more interesting for me if the painting has many meanings. So I think it was a big adventure, and I think it's gonna be the start of a new move for me, and I'm gonna explore different things. A new way of playing with the light, the colors, the movement. Yeah, and let's see how I'm gonna see it tomorrow in my mind, if I'm gonna feel that something is missing. I feel that the balance is rich, it's kind of balanced now. Kind of, and that's why I stopped. But for me, it's very difficult to stop. So I would be curious to see what people feel about that, and what this painting makes them feel, and see the interpretation. I'm sure it's gonna be different for everyone. Maybe they're gonna like the purple, and this one is gonna like the green. And so that's the new unknown of this painting now. You know, let's see.